This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Well, the players are set and ready to go. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, ready to bring you all of the action for EA Sports. And Frank, you've been there so many times at the game's biggest championships. What's the best way to get off on the right foot?
Some nice full practice swings. You don't really want to be trying to hit sort of three-quarter shots straight out of the gate, unless obviously if you have to. So some nice full swings. Pick some rather generous targets. Get yourself some confidence under the belt early on.
All right, Frank, we are ready to go, and this is a big, bold opening hole.
Most people would probably bail out to the right. If you do that, then that rock pile that you can see is definitely going to be in the way of your second shot, so you're going to have to go around it. So you have to be brave straight out of the gate and hit it slightly left of that. But don't miss it, because you'll pay a big price. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank going for two in a row now. -1 in the early going. Frank, this requires one good, solid shot.
Your driver might be too much, given this altitude, so you just have to lay back a little bit. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. He just missed the bunker. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, that looked good to me.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, the other thing is the intimidation factor here. I mean, everywhere you look, there is huge trouble.
You consider the first three holes. Big tee shot across the canyon, long par 3, and you get nearly a 700-yard par 5.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, such an advantage when you can hit it that far.
It's not fair.
Second from an excellent lie. Frank, there's a real art to putting a good 72-hole score in the book, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. You know, you can have a flash of brilliance, make 5 or 6 birdies. It can be offset by doubles and quadruple bogeys. And in the end, it's the end. What did you do? The plus and the minuses. And that's why all our biggest championships have, and of recent, been stroke play.
Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Bottom of the barrel, and now to 2 under.
Now move ahead to the fourth. A very short par 4.
Just an iron off the tee. You want to play this one for position. Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker. Frank looks like maybe the greatest bunker player of all time right there.
Well, he's making a name for himself today. You could certainly put him up there with Gary Player, Severiano Ballesteros. That was just a great bunker shot.
All right, Frank, let's see what he does.
Yeah, blind tee shot.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Well, hop on board, Frank, here at the par 5 6th. There's the moving train.
Hopefully it's the birdie train and not the bogey train. The archers, as the train just passes by, they have to also be negotiated. Catch one a little high and maybe a little too good, and you might hit the top of that. Somehow keep it underneath that, and you'll see the hole start to bend to the left. This par 5 is reachable, but it is going to take some doing. It's a rocky road.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. How about that? 4 under par. Now at the par 4 7th hole, this an unusual fairway to say the least, Frank.
It's special. The reason why it's special is because it's shaped like an S. If you play it as a straightaway hole, then you're going to have to stay before that rock crop and then be far enough back that you can at least get over it in a direct line to the green. Otherwise, you're going to need a bit of... When he goes after it like he is here... Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the very long par 5 eighth hole here at the Canyon. How long, Frank?
Over 700 yards, Rich. I thought it's the Olympic Club at the US Open a couple of years back when they made that par 5 700. I thought that was as long as it could be. No, we can even exceed that. Miss the canyon on the left, avoid the rock wall on the right. Well, I don't know if you can reach it for 2. But these boys, if they push the button down and mash it, you just might be one of the first to do it.
Standing on that tee saying, don't hook it, don't hook it. Now the second shot to the par 5. This one looks right on point. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Boy, this would be nice, Frank. I mean, you talk about jump-starting a round. If he were to make another birdie, boy, he'd really have it going in the right direction.
You can sort of feel it too. People around there know. I've seen the birdies to this point.
Finishing up the front side here with a mammoth par 4.
Anything other than straight too, it really does suit up for a drive that bends left to right, so it's going to move to the better side of the fairway. There is that rock crop, really, that saves you from going down in the canyon, but from there on in, that second shot, doesn't matter what level of player you are, to hit to a green that just sits out or juts out off the edge, that is some scary second. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. He needs this for par. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
Looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Good-looking shot right here. You cannot hide the flagstick from that man inside of 5 feet. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Now to 7 under par. Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th. It's a par 4, not overly long, Frank.
And it bends a little to the right, Rich. You can see parts of the golf course that are below this, so if you do miss this fairway down the left, you could conceivably be playing off another fairway up an enormous wall, and that would present a problem. So we want to keep it on the right level. The rock face on the right side, you might get the odd bounce that'll bounce it back to the fairway, but this hole actually will suit a long tee shot. A good long one down the end there, and you're going to have a good look at the green. If you're a little short off this tee, you're going to have a blind second shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
and it makes the green in regulation. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Up to the par 3 12th, and again, I've said this before, Frank, you do not want to miss it left.
All long. This green just juts out there at a 45-degree angle. Must fly it all the way through the air. That bunker might save you, gives you about another 5 or 10 yards, but you've referenced it long left, and you will be in trouble.
Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
For birdie, continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. I don't want to play it, I just want to look at it.
If you're thirsty, it might make you thirsty, that's for sure. Of course, all that lovely water, courtesy of the mountains.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. This from 7 feet. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here. Well, it's a big green. He's managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
And he makes it for par. This is the par 4 15th, and again, just a spectacular backdrop here, Frank.
Well, there's the player's view there. You can just use the mountain with a little boulder on top, really. It's a great line. You can see the big rock crop on the right. That really protects the right side of the fairway. So the more you look at it, the more complicated it gets. So really you want to simplify it. Just straight down there at the tall rock crop. That's your line. Hit it far enough down there, you will have a full view of the green for your second shot. A little short, you might have to get a different line.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Just an unbelievable round thus far, and 12 under on the day. Now to the par 4 16th hole, and Frank, again, the canyon comes into play. The wildlife is out here. We have the hot air balloons with the gallery gathering in just the most unusual setting I have ever seen.
This is an absolute bizarre hole, really. It just turns around. It's in the shape of a U. And the best view of that green, really, is to drive it all the way down the corner and down the right side. The right side, of course, is the closest to the canyon. There's a lot of wildlife up the top here. Not only that, but this hole also plays uphill. So this is probably the hardest tee shot on the golf course.
It's almost like a question mark, and you have to be asking yourself,
The question.
what in the world am I doing out here? How do we play this? Just enjoy it.
That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. But now a chance for a birdie. Seems to really have the touch today. We are now at the 16th hole, Frank, and this is some layout.
It's 105 feet from the tee shot up to the top of the hill where the ideal landing position would be. And then, of course, the hole turns back on itself. Unless you hit it all the way down the end, you're going to have to hit it across and over that rock wall to a green. As you can see, that is hidden.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Pure strike, good result.
And that is close. You know what's better than 2 birdies in a row?
What's that?
3. That's what he's going for.
That's a turkey in bowling, isn't it?
He's no turkey.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So a tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you like a par 3 finishing hole?
Every now and again. This certainly suits this golf course. You flash it from up in the air there. Those 2 bunkers, the one short and behind, actually protect you if you miss club off the tee, especially coming from that much elevation. Once again in trouble there should you miss that. Colorado River, as we've seen, cutting through this wonderful golf course, very much apparent here. But, well, you never know. One good tee shot in the middle of this green. To finish with a 2 here would be an amazing finish to what's been a great day.
This is a good-looking shot. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Settles in over the putt. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. It was entertaining, that's for sure. I mean, between the views, the spectacular holes, and some of the great golf we saw, Frank, I really enjoyed it. It was special, that's for sure. For my partner, Frank Nobble.